All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast presented by Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the only hard seltzer with vitamin C from Superfruit Acerola. My name's Will DeFreeze. To my left, David Roth.
Do do doodly doo doo diddly doo doo doodly doo doo. It's back,
Game of Thrones.
famously.
I
That's
thought that was Harry Potter.
same wave.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's always on in my home.
I'd be fine if Harry Potter was the background. I can't do the Office background anymore, David.
You know what? We're transitioning out of that because it got to the point where every time I would get home, I would say, "We just watched this one last week," and she'd be like, well, "What do you want me to put on?"
Is there? There's
All
going to
right.
be a point in the world where watching The Office is a foreign experience because the offices will not exist in that same way. People are going to be like, "What? What? Why are these people all under the same roof together?"
I think people will always know what offices are.
I know, but it's not going to be relatable. It's going to become unrelatable to people.
People are just going to be doing hijinks over Zoom calls, Skyping,
That show got so
electronic mail.
Well, that's why Frasier has withstood the test of time because, problems like trying to get black market caviar or getting tickets to the opera, those things don't go away. Those transcend.
Shut up. That show, The Office, got so popular that it got too popular and people like to shit on it some.
Yeah.
But it really is a brilliant show.
No, the
It
people
is.
that shit on it they're just trying to get Twitter likes.
That's true. Keep shitting on Friends.
I've
though.
done that before, though.
Continue to shit on the show Friends as it sucks.
so
Friends is fine.
Someone in my household has tried to facilitate the pivot from The Office to Friends,
Mm.
and I'm just gonna say I'm not having it.
Nah. that
I'd
ain't it.
be fine with that pivot.
No.
I can do Friends. I grew up like Friends was on a lot.
You're a big Ross guy.
Not a big Ross
Ross
guy.
Geller.
Not a big Ross guy. I've already said they took Ross in the same route that they took Corey Matthews in Boy Meets World. They made him too fucking weird and not fun to watch.
That's my Ross.
Like no one should feel bad for Ross. Like he's
were
an
on a
idiot.
break. That's my Ross.
Well, why did it sound like it was?
We were on a break.
We were on a break, of course.
No, it's not. It's not played by Christopher Walken.
Okay.
He would have crushed that role.
I watched the one where Jennifer Aniston's dating some dude, and she gets some like sexy lingerie, and she's on his couch, and then like his parents walk out of the room with him,
Huh.
and
Classic.
she's just sitting there, and like the dad's like ogling her. He's got the awooga eyes.
I mean, it's Jennifer Aniston, wouldn't
yeah. The dad was a little too horny for my liking.
I'm a Monica guy. Everyone knows that.
you?
That was
Dave's a
early touching
Phoebe-
base. That was
Phoebe
early.
guy.
If someone wants to make that case for Phoebe, I will absolutely hear it.
Phoebes?
I will hear it. It's weird that guys or girls are really attracted to guys that play guitar, and like I don't think it reciprocates the same way for the male attraction towards females.
Nah, I prefer that they don't play guitar. Actually,
I prefer that no one ever sings in front of me live ever.
Yeah.
Dylan Shivery. Speaking of me not wanting people to sing in front of me.
Yeah, I know this is not too much dip as it is circling back, but I'm going to talk some football, man. You guys hear about this Quinn Ewers guy?
Man,
Who was named
you're
the
using
starting
your best material.
named the starting quarterback for
No, holster
University of
this.
Texas.
Dude, what are you going to talk about on Too Much Dip?
I'm absolutely buzzing over this news. Buzzing. Will knows what I mean by that.
So what was the background about all this controversy of the the revealing here?
So word started to leak out from a few different publications. Said that Hudson Card, like Travis's own, was going to be announced as the starter for Game 1.
Extreme Texas football name, by the way.
Yeah,
Hudson Card.
yeah.
That's a Buddy Garrity.
If you can remember, he started last year as a redshirt freshman
he was
before-
a red shirt freshman.
before losing his J to Casey
He
Thompson.
lost his J famously.
I put his fucking
Anyway.
mailbox in.
Since
That did
Quinn
happen.
Ewers, per these news outlets, was not going to be the starter, a lot of Texas fans panicked because college football fans are very fickle,
Well, and it can't get here soon enough.
and it can't get here soon enough. They were very upset that their savior was not starting.
Yeah,
It was just
I'd
it
be
was wrong
pissed.
information. Turns out, as Quinn Ewers was announced, I think the next day.
Different take. It was correct information. Somebody, a Red McCombs type, these
No.
boosters, said, you know what? We dropped the bag to get this kid here.
They don't have that
We
kind
need
of
to start
authority.
him.
You can't tell a head coach
Yeah, you can.
of a major D1 program
can.
who to play. You
At the
can't.
University of Texas, I think you can.
Nah,
Yeah, you can.
That did not happen.
You
We'll
absolutely
talk, look,
can.
we'll talk more about
The
it on Too
Dillon
Much Dip.
Panthers.
We'll talk more about it if you want to. I'll go toe to toe with you.
I was having an affair with someone at my car dealership.
I'm proud to announce that I am already turning down tickets to the first game.
Ooh, I might go. Hey,
Who is
You're
it?
not going.
Monroe?
You're not going. To
You don't want to go
Monroe
see
Beach.
Louisiana Monroe?
Yeah, I'm actively turning away tickets. If you have tickets that you want to offer me, you can offer them to me, but I will turn them down.
we should do a Quinn shirt, like some kind of a blonde mullet situation. I'm telling you, it could sell to people in this city.
Let's just use his name, image, and likeness.
Okay. And break them off with a stack.
No, not at all. Let's just make money off of his publicity.
Quinning.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Someone's making that shirt. And it sucks, I have to say, but I understand why you do it. You can make money on that.
The dude has a mullet. Famously.
That's crazy, dude. No one's doing that right
How long
now.
till the Arch chants start coming up?
Well, he's in high school this year.
I
so
know. I'm
probably
going to
not-
start chanting at first game.
Probably not this year.
Bring on Arch. Bring on Arch.
I was told he'd be a 3-star if his name were not a Manning, is what I was
Yeah,
told.
doesn't he go to some small school that doesn't play anybody? Isn't
Why'd
that,
you look at me?
isn't that the knock?
Maybe.
Like we haven't seen the real Arch.
He doesn't face great competition.
How do you guys feel about Peyton Manning's new game show?
I haven't caught this.
We got to stop just giving every ex-athlete a producer credit on shows.
No.
Peyton's
The Wall
he's
with LeBron James was good.
LeBron
The
was
Room
legit
with
good.
Dwayne Wade was also good.
No, the room was
The
terrible.
Room was good. The Room was good. Everyone. I think everyone in the world generally accepts that The Room is an objectively, maybe even subjectively good show.
No, I don't think it's even on anymore.
No, I think people. It's in syndication. People can't
No.
get enough. They're binging it.
There's nobody binging it.
I like Dwayne Wade.
The Wall is good, but LeBron is not a part of The Wall. Now he has his name on the executive producer credit. Great. Let's go.
I don't watch any of these.
D
dumbass
Wade, of
shows.
course, is the host of The Room. I just don't think he's got the charisma to host a show.
I think he does.
Oh,
I like D Wade in this role.
I need less Cooper Manning.
Why is Marquette not in Marquette, Michigan? Why'd they put that college somewhere else? Doesn't this seem weird?
I didn't know there was a Marquette, Michigan, so this hadn't crossed my
Yeah,
mind
it's a very
before.
big part of Michigan. Dylan, it's in the Upper Peninsula. You heard of this place?
I did one of these HIIT workouts.
Yeah,
this
you told
morning.
us.
You know Ranella? He's famously from the UP.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very intense workout.
This is the
My
second
legs
time
are
you
like-
brought this up to
My
us in
legs
12
are.
minutes.
Yeah, but the first time was off mic. I want to tell the people about it too, asshole. My legs are
Fair.
jello, man.
Did you
I really
recover
went after
properly? Did you have some cows afterward?
I had a smoothie.
What kind of did you get that like lymphatic drainage going after your workout?
I set
Did you express your anal glands?
I set the treadie at a incline.
Okay.
And then I did sprints in 30-second intervals, 6 of them.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Woo-wee.
I went to the doctor the other day and they told me that I'm very healthy right now.
You don't look that healthy.
That's what I thought too, but it's made me realize that my method of not working out and keeping my body supple and young
You're on
and
that
untouched and unchanged,
that Trump method.
it's working.
yeah.
It's working. She took my blood pressure and she goes, "Wow, that's way better than most." And I was like, "Yeah, thank you, lady."
What's your secret? Just not doing anything?
Yeah, not doing anything. Yeah, because
We
if
don't
you let
recommend
your
that.
if you let your body so I'm a man in STEM and I know how blood pressure works, like for sure. But if you allow your body to like overwork itself, like your blood pressure obviously probably goes up, you know? And like I just don't do that.
I don't know if science supports that, but okay. If it works for you, I'm happy.
If you sweat from movement, you're dying.
Oh, it's like the life leaving your body?
Mhm.
Didn't know that.
I've learned in my days of being a Whoop guy, which I'm not wearing right now. I
Whoop,
don't
there
wear
it is.
as often as I used to. You burn a lot of calories at the driving range and on the golf course. A lot.
A suspicious amount though.
Lots
Doesn't
of
it make
walking.
you
It's the heat. A lot of it, I think, is the heat.
don't you look at it sometimes and you're like, did I really exert that much energy doing this?
Yeah, so much so that I looked up how much, because I burned like 400 calories at the range. I was like, didn't feel like I was really going hard. I was hitting golf balls. And I looked it up. And people were like, "Oh yeah, well you can burn anywhere from like 800 to 1500 in a round of golf." So I guess it kind of checks
Skiing.
I
out.
already burned everywhere.
Skiing. That last day of skiing we did in Bracket Ridge, I set my workout on my watch, probably wasn't accurate, but it said like 3,200 calories or
Yeah.
something crazy.
That doesn't shock me.
So
I was like, what?
when my brother-in-law Drew, he lacerated his liver skiing, and it put his body through a lot of stuff.
He's not built different.
He had a Whoop band on though, and he pretty much maxed out his Whoop band that day. It'll be his highest day strain, no questions asked, for the rest of his life.
North of
because
20?
yeah. I mean, it's impossible to get. What's the high you can get? 21?
I don't know.
23?
I've never even got
You
close.
can't technically get the highest you can get. Let's hypothetically say that high is 21, I think. So you can only get 20.9. You would have to max exert yourself all like 24 hours a day in order to actually get the high score, and it's pretty much impossible. That's why like Tour de France guys would get like all the way at the top, but not quite there. And then they'd recover 100% the next day because I'm sure they're not doing anything illegal.
Good thing they didn't have Whoop bands back in high school. Like you stayed home sick and parents were at work.
Your mom's
do
checking
you
on the
mean?
phone. She's like, Dave, why do you have a strain score of 17? Aren't you sick?
I've been coughing a lot.
Remember the Jane Slater story with her ex?
Yeah,
No.
is that real?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I feel like I saw this on a movie one
Her-
time, and now people are just saying it.
Her boyfriend at the time, I think they had Apple Watches and they shared each other's activity with each other. Well, he had a spike in activity at around like 2 a.m.
Oh, so he's like working out
And
late.
she was like,
Yeah.
oh,
was he doing like
you
plyo?
aren't home. You're out and you had a weird workout at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Maybe
What's
he
that
was
about?
wrestling with the boys.
Maybe it was
Could be.
sleepwalking.
So what was the
He was cheating on her. It was he was having sexual relations with someone else.
Can you log that? Can you log the activity after you do
Sex?
it a
Can
while?
you,
It's
like,
like fucking
I don't think you can do
some
sex.
good old fashioned
Maybe
fucking.
you can. I don't know. You should add that. Like call it something else. Like I don't know.
Yeah, they don't have a sex
what?
thing on Whoop.
Relations.
They need to have one. They need to have one on Whoop.
It's a workout
Intimacy,
for some.
cranking,
Cranking.
masturbatory practices.
Don't set it. No, that'd be really weird.
Hey,
I like
if-
how you struggled to come up with another name for sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking of a way to class it up for the Apple people, but
Hey, can I give a big round of applause to our listeners?
oh, buzzing me for a sec. What'd they do?
Good reviews. Good reviews.
They just left goated reviews like all last week. I love these guys and ladies and everybody else. I love everybody. If you're a human, I love you. One said, peak male fathers, 3 dudes who just talk about what's going on in the world. They sound like peak fathers who just recently started smoking weed to be trendy and keep up with the kids.
Joke's on them. We started a long time ago.
we started
like
4
years
We
ago.
started 3 or 4 years ago, bitch.
Yep. We were smoking before it was fucking cool.
I just smoked that sticky shit. Y'all know.
I don't
me.
even smoke. It hurts my lungs. I'm
I'm
a
burned.
microdose edible guy.
I burn only the stickiest.
Someone said at least 2/3 literate. At least 2/3 of the show's hosts are literate. Would recommend those learning how to speak. Who's not literate? Didn't we determine someone might not know how to read last week? Was it you?
It was me.
It was
Oh
you?
yeah, Dave can't read.
This piece of
famously.
shit's talking about me. Fuck you.
Yeah. We also
Damn.
got one that said their preferred pronouns are we, them, and boys.
That's true.
Okay. I don't know how that actually works. If I was trying to talk to you,
No,
I want you to read
it
my
plays.
favorite one, and it is a 5-star.
we got one that's from user. Wow, I love this pod, and it said golf. They must like our golf content, Dave. Oh wait, it says we
Yeah.
don't need golf content every episode. Please stop.
5 stars though.
5 stars.
So it's constructive criticism. That's criticism we'll take and be like, look, let's talk about it.
Is it because we talk our personal golf journeys, or it is right?
It might be someone who's upset with our live takes, or it could just be your lack of handicap.
Maybe it's someone who supports blood money.
Oh,
I don't have live takes anymore.
I do.
I don't watch golf anymore. I just watch the U.S. Amateur. I like the guys that have goatees.
The T-Man doppelganger.
okay. He doesn't look that much like T-Man.
That's T-Man.
It's not T-Man.
T-Man used to have that exact facial hair.
He did.
No, it was never
No,
that
he-
bad.
no, he
Go,
did. He did.
Dave.
He did. T-Man had it.
Absolutely.
I fuck with it on T-Man though.
Yeah, T-Man can pull it off. This other chump, no way.
Hey, we have a
What is
new.
the U.S. Amateur?
I don't care.
Who's your
can't-
favorite amateur?
I don't really have any. I just like the pros. Go ahead, man.
I like the pros.
Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We'll be back tomorrow with our optimized episode that we do every Tuesday. Again, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. We also have our new YouTube channel, which you can go subscribe to. I will admit, our links to our YouTube channels right now are absolute trash. This is #media problems. You have to have your YouTube channel established for like 30 days in order to get your custom URL. So we're just rolling with like shitty URLs.
Why is that?
Next week, you will be getting dope ass URLs in your face. So go subscribe, go help us out. And if you're a fan of watching these on YouTube and you're like, where'd they go? Where are they? They're on our own YouTube channel. They're no longer on Wash Media's YouTube channel.
I've been saying
figure it out.
Dope ass URLs can't come soon enough.
Facts. I hate our URLs right now.
Hey, there's sneaky college football starts this week. Y'all know that. It's like we waited all this
Can
time.
I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
Is this week Labor Day?
No.
The following.
Doesn't it usually start on Labor Day weekend?
That's when the real college
So it's all
football teams
fucked up
start.
this
This
season.
is like
Oh,
the
we're getting like
nobodies.
the matchups and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like,
Okay.
I'll watch
Don't
it because
talk
it's
down.
on, but like I don't
I'm
care.
allowed to.
He's not.
I'm allowed to talk down on Mac.
Why am I not?
Because it's fucking not cool.
Have you ever
man.
paid tuition at a Mac school, Dylan? Then
No.
maybe you should holster your takes.
It's not cool.
No,
I
it's
love-
like, oh, it's on, it's football and it counts, so I'm gonna watch it. But it's like I don't really know who these teams are. I don't care.
Well, you know me, I'm a gambling guy. So you know me, I'll bet on any game, man. I'm crazy.
I didn't know that about you.
Dude, how many units?
One big unit.
You should tell if you have a bookie, Dave, you should just hit them up and be like, I'm putting a Randy Johnson down on the
An
Bengals
RJ?
this weekend. Yeah.
A big unit.
He was famously the big unit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
yeah.
He also famously killed a bird with a pitch. Remember that?
That's tight
Yeah.
though.
That
That,
bird,
like the chances of that
exploded.
actually happening are crazy. Remember when Fabio got hit by that goose on a roller coaster?
Was it a goose?
I thought it was a goose, yeah.
I feel like a goose would take you out.
Dude, I think you could die if a goose hit you in the head right when you're on a roller coaster, you could easily die. They're formidable.
It's a large bird.
What do you
they
think
are formidable.
What do you think the smallest bird that could hit you in the head on a roller coaster and not kill you would be?
This
Like a crow's not going to kill you.
probably not.
A parrot
Grackle?
might like take out like your temple or
A
something.
crow's bigger than a grackle.
And we're assuming
Are
for this-
grackles not bigger than crows?
I think a crow's bigger.
we got to assume that we're not getting talons to
Ooh.
the vitals.
Correct.
This is very topical. How about a raven?
An
Topical,
owl.
of
I
course,
feel like
because Game of
owls.
Thrones.
Owls are all they're all feathers, right? Like I feel like they're nothing under there. Little brittle bastards.
Which
An
one?
owl?
Yeah.
Dude, owls are so dope.
No,
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 you
I'm
might
not
want-
saying that's a bad thing. I'm just
No.
saying I think underneath those feathers, I think they're tiny
You
boys.
would not want to get domed up by an owl.
Low key, an owl might be my favorite bird. They're so sick.
I'm looking at what an owl looks like without feathers, and I can confirm, yeah, they're little bitches.
Why would you want to?
That's every bird.
Dude, look
Yeah,
at this.
look-
Look at this little guy.
look at
Dude.
a
Are
bald
you
eagle.
kidding me?
That's
Look at a bald eagle without feathers.
Dude, that doesn't even look like the same bird.
It's unbecoming.
Hello.
Would you stop? Have you seen a bear without
Where'd
hair?
my feathers go, David?
Weird looking animal.
Oh, is that?
If you're sitting at your
Bear
desk right
owl
now,
voice?
Google owls without feathers, and you'll be happy.
Don't. It looks like something out of Beetlejuice.
It looks like something. Yeah, this looks like something from spooky season.
Maybe we'll.
Dude, look at its eyes. They're so big.
Google should censor that. That's not cool.
It's time. This weekend in fun. Recapping it. Presented by our friends over at Rowback. They got some new shorts out. I love them. The waistband on these things, so nice and cozy.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I've been wearing them a lot, almost too much. I don't have them on right now because they're.
You wore them like 3 days in a row last week.
So full disclosure, when the box showed up to my house, which usually shows up here, but it showed to my house, I do have to admit that I went and grabbed the shorts that I like the best.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And I also have to admit, and I
I
think
wore
I
them
already admitted
immediately.
this, but I did stop at the office last weekend hoping that the box was sitting at the office so that I could have first go around so I could try them on and see. And
Yeah.
they were not there. If you're listening, Rowback, please stop sending them to Dylan first.
It's very Micah of you.
Yeah.
No, they have the updated office address, and they usually send stuff here, but for some reason they reverted back to the old address. Don't know why. It was just
That doesn't change it. It is very Micah of you. He famously ate the blue apron that was sent for the podcast he produced.
That was such bullshit.
He cooked it. He
cooked
cooked the blue apron. Not even a sponsor for us. I just gave him free shit. Sorry.
I know it's not the case for a lot of people out there who live in Texas, where it's still famously hot. But
front coming through.
it is about to be a little cooler in a lot of the United States, and it's got to be QZ weather, maybe even I don't know, hoodie weather from the Rowback crew.
Ooh, their hoodies are
I
awesome.
feel like
hoodies
our
are so
focus
good.
has shifted to the shorts so much that we're neglecting the hoodies and QZs, and they're fantastic.
They are.
If you want to go get 20% off, go use code BACKER20 at rowback.com. Again, code BACKER20 at rowback.com. Dylan, what did you get into this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. Kind of shared last week that my wife Brittany has been having some health concerns, so we didn't have much to do this weekend. So we took it very easy, very chill. Didn't go out really at all. Actually, Friday we went and got pizza together. Had a nice cold.
You got Bay
had a
with
nice
Bay?
cold Peroni on draft.
Where from?
Home Slice.
Oh, good
You
choice.
ever been to one in North Austin?
No, I don't fuck with that. I'm a Ridge only.
It's really cool inside there. Like,
Probably better
really
parking
cool.
situation, I imagine.
Parking situation is not ideal.
The home slice on Congress is
Yeah.
the parking around there. If you're there on like a Thursday afternoon, you're done.
So that was nice, man. A really crisp cold Peroni on tap is hard to beat.
Cool Adam once said it's the best beer he's ever had.
He famously did say that.
Then he got COVID that same night.
Yeah,
Saturday-
then he got COVID while crowd surfing.
Saturday we had the kids. We went swimming. Great time.
Where'd you swim?
Ran into some my high school buddies.
Careful.
They probably ran into you.
They were at Great
Thumbs
Hills.
out.
We went to Great Hills. They were there.
Any
Um,
booty action?
They were talking about us
Answer
talking
his
about
question.
question.
Did you see my tweet the other night? That was a good tweet. Hyper niche tweet.
They sent it to me and said, "Hey, what the hell is this about?" So I had to explain it. I was like, "Well, you guys won't stop goosing my boy Dave, and he wants to talk about it on the pod."
Oh,
was
don't
like-
put this on me.
I was like,
this isn't
Eugene.
this isn't on Dave.
I was like, "Eugene, you keep goosing my friends, and they want to talk about it."
It was one goose.
And you've talked about the goosing before, though.
No, there's some goosers.
Yeah,
They will goose.
they have to acknowledge themselves. They need to take some personal responsibility when it comes to goosing.
They goosed me at the pool, and I saw them.
Exactly,
That's what they do.
precisely.
So that was a fun day. Yesterday, pretty chill. We went and got some. I went and got some nachos at Matzo Rancho yesterday. Yes, I said nachos,
Really,
and they were very good. You know,
Were
you
they
can get
really?
them.
they're
Hold on.
fine.
You can get
They're
them.
floppy.
What is it?
Double dressed.
No, they have like an off menu way you can style. It's like
Was this a hack?
Is it like animal
it's
style?
like Pablo style or some shit. I forgot
probably
what it's
not
called.
Pablo style.
I have to ask Brittany. She knows.
Okay.
She told me to do it, and they give you they replace the regular refried with black refried beans.
Okay.
Dude, that's
Good move.
And they
No
throw
one's doing
guacamole on there, and it's like Pueblo or Pablo style, some shit. I don't know.
Pueblo, Pablo.
I was eating. Was like, I feel like Pablo.
okay.
No.
It was all a big setup for that.
Yeah, that was.
It
bad.
wasn't. I just came up with that just now.
Dude, that
that's
sucked.
how good I am.
It did suck, but you know what?
Randy,
I'm
do
gonna
you
do
get
some
that?
stuff that sucks later. So
I feel like Pablo. Man doesn't get it. Kanye. It's a Kanye reference.
I just assumed their nachos would be like their quesadilla, and when you pick it up, the grease flops it down.
Nope.
They
Actually-
remain structurally and sound, structural
Famous-
integrity there.
Famously, when we left Matzo Rancho last night, we drove right by at the office. I brought my remaining nachos, which there are plenty left, and I put them in the fridge. I'm gonna have some for lunch.
I'm
You're not
surprised
gonna
I'll show 'em to
offer
you.
them to me for lunch today,
I'll show 'em
that
to
you
you.
famously do with other leftovers. Hey guys, I brought in a couple pieces of pizza. If anybody wants it,
Here's an entire
You
box
just-
of pizza.
I know that you just don't feel like bringing. It's easier for you to bring the box of pizza into the office than it is for you to recycle the box.
Are
the
you-
pizza box?
You famously don't break down
Are
boxes.
you coming at me for offering you free food?
Yes, because I think it comes from a place of inconvenience
That's
more than
not
a place
true.
of
It seems
generosity.
inauthentic.
It's not true. I just don't eat pizza 3 days in a row. So if I have 2 days worth with some extra, I'm gonna like bring it up. You're like, oh, everybody wants
Give it
this.
to a homeless person.
I brought it last time. Brando ate the pizza. He was very happy about it.
More on Brando.
Jerks.
Yeah,
What's
you
our
should have said that
fucking
we started
problem?
off our weekend by going to Olive Garden for Brando's last day.
Yeah.
Olive Garden was an absolute movie.
Dude, summer fantastico.
I got the
That place just really brings me back to the time I was at the old country. and
Yeah,
all the time I spent.
I was
there.
skeptical of this shrimp scampi, but when they brought it out, it was so good. Our waiter was new, but he was very nice. He even talked about some Netflix with me.
They had
He
a-
kind of inserted himself into our convo. That's fine.
They had a nice full Chianti that we were sipping on too.
We
It
didn't
really
drink.
just
None
brought
of
me
us
back
drank.
when I was on the coast there in Positano. It was just beautiful and God.
Shut up, dude.
Anyway.
Dave, what do you do this weekend?
Kicked it off by going to Olive Garden Thursday. And yeah, I'm counting that as my weekend because the weekend doesn't start till you're there just munching down on some scampi.
Oh,
Stop saying scompy.
It was so good. It really was. I enjoyed my other than the 25-minute wait due to I believe they were short staffed because it wasn't like it wasn't bussing. Let's just say that. And the potential domestic dispute that we witnessed at the host stand, which was just the biggest bicker fest between
Oh my
husband and
gosh.
wife
Yeah.
over their seat at the bar.
That guy's stunk.
That guy was scum.
He was. They just hate each other. That's
Clearly
probably their
don't-
daily lot. Like every day is they're like that.
I've never seen anyone do this. He walked in, sunglasses on, walked up to the nice hostess. She was probably 19 years old. Like, hi, welcome to Olive Garden. How many in your party? In
Doesn't say a
lieu,
word.
in lieu of verbal communication, he just hit her with the
He held up two fingers.
explain what I'm doing.
This is audio, Dave. They can't see you. He's holding up two fingers.
Not even in like the deuce. He's doing a traditional peace sign. And she's like, okay.
Then his lovely wife comes in a few minutes later, and he informs her that they have a seat at the bar, and she was not going to sit at the bar. In fact, she said, "I'm going home," and storms out of the restaurant.
That was a pretty good impression.
And he chased her out. Said, "You're acting like a third grader or something like that."
Which is not cool to say. I know a lot of third graders who don't act that way.
how many third graders do you know, David?
At least two. Got nieces and nephews. What
That's
grade's Parks in?
Second.
Some close. He's adjacent. That was so awkward. She didn't want to sit at the Olive Garden bar, which it's like you're not going to get a better experience
Yeah.
at the table. I can
But
tell
she
you.
did show us who wears the pants in that relationship because the second she heard it was bar seating, she just turned around and walked her ass out. She was like, bye.
Who saw her in the car
Not me.
with her bare feet propped up on the dash?
I think Randy did.
Oh, it was the guy.
Oh, but he-
Oh God. Fucking busted ass feet.
Gross.
Nothing Friday night. Saturday.
Why'd you say that like Christopher Walken? Saturday.
Saturday. Oh my God.
Saturdays for the boys.
Got up, went to the YMCA,
Ugh.
swim lesson with the Rhodes man, his third one. He's swimming by himself now. He's doing the backstroke. No, he's not doing it.
Do you know how to swim?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm adequate.
Okay.
I'm an experienced swimmer.
Just Dylan, you said you were swimming in it
Mhm.
recently. Yeah.
See, this
Yeah.
is a setup for that, and I respect it.
I'm a very good swimmer, though, for the record.
Awesome. We're doing dunks. We're dunking the kids, and I'm very.
He can dunk already?
He can
He's
dunk.
won.
It was hard to dunk in a pool too because the water's weighing you down. Dylan famously did jump out of a pool fully submerged in water one time. Though.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was really impressive.
Will still thinks
Did
about
you
that.
say my kids won?
Is he not?
Technically, he is.
Try it in 19 months, bro.
Okay, so he's not yet 2.
He's closer to 2 than 1.
Okay.
And if we're
It's
gonna,
still,
if we're gonna use that logic, you're 39.
but your logic. I'm 38. Damn, I'm almost 40, dog. I'll be 40 in 14 months. Y'all coming to my 40th birthday party?
For sure. Can't wait.
Okay.
Where is it?
TBD, man.
After the Y, I went to the driving range in my bathing suit.
We're
and
gonna do
t-shirt.
hibachi in my backyard.
Fuck you. David, go on.
Hit some balls. I'm finding some things on the range that I didn't know I could find. I mean, there's nothing better than finding the slot when you're out
What's
there.
her name?
I was hitting some drivers off the deck just for shits and gigs. Pretty nice. Saw an old friend we used to work with. He's got a thriving business out there at the course. Shout out to him. Saturday night, didn't do anything. Watched UFC. We ordered food in. I watched some guys get head kicked. It was
Don't like that.
phenomenal. Yesterday, very low key. Little gym sesh. Just relaxed. Watched golf. Was really pulling for Scott Stallings. Love Scott Stallings. Didn't
what
work
an
out.
unsexy leaderboard yesterday was.
Yeah, I'm out on the PGA tour.
Had
Sucks.
had
Wow. Blood money.
Had the U.S. Amateur not been borderline unwatchable because of previously mentioned goatee and pace of play, I would have watched that. But instead, I
Was
just
it ever close? When I turned it on,
yeah,
he was already.
it became a little closer at the end.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I didn't finish it.
Sunday night, just a good TV night. Watch the Manti Te'o doc. We will be breaking down today on Too Much Dip. Also did Game of Thrones, or what do they call it? House of Dragons?
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon. Pretty
Dragging
good.
these nuts
I
across
watched
your
it
face.
too, man.
Do you want to put on your headphones and listen to Third Eye Blind or whatever? The Wallflowers.
You
while we
guys
talk
can just
about it?
straight up talk about it if you want to. I'm not going to watch it.
Here's my take. I enjoyed it.
That's fuego. How was it, Dylan?
I enjoyed it too, man.
How long was it?
105. Hour 5.
Once a week. It's not like Netflix. They don't release them all at once. You got to be patient.
Netflix doesn't do that shit either anymore.
They don't?
I don't know. Stranger Things, I felt like they were like releasing the 6 episodes and then doing the other one.
Okay,
Like,
anyway.
shut up.
Just watch the show.
Nah. You guys, go on.
Those dragons are dope.
Hey, at the end of road swim lessons, we do the hokey pokey
That's what it's all
in the
about.
water, and it's we have to all sing it. And I'm actually singing it, and I feel like that's a big step in the right direction for me. As someone who famously doesn't say a namaste with the group after yoga class, for me to sing hokey pokey, it's really showing growth.
I missed my joke. Should have gotten a laugh.
No. I thought of that joke, didn't say it because I was like,
Should have gotten a laugh.
Somebody
that
will
good.
tweet you like, "Dude, they wronged you for not laughing
I know.
at that."
And they'll be right.
Yeah, that hokey pokey joke you did was so good.
That's what it's all about.
Your boy did something on Friday night that he regrets
sucked.
doing. On Friday night, I finished the bottle of bourbon that Dave gave me for having a child. And I'm sad because it's been my favorite bottle of bourbon I've ever had.
The one that he boxed me out on.
Yeah, it feels like I had it for a really long time and I was really enjoying it. Shout out Russell's Reserve. And I was just really savoring that thing. And I did the thing where I started pouring myself a drink and I started to realize soon that there's not 2 left. There's not 2 drinks left in here. There's only one. You got to pour it all out and just have a stiff boy.
Yeah.
It sucked. I was so bummed. So now I'm on the hunt for a new bourbon, high end, that I can sip when I'm feeling fancy. If anyone out there has any ideas, feel free to let your boy know.
My dad informed me that he's no longer drinking Woodford. He's on Knobs Creek.
Hell yeah.
My dad's a Knobs Creek guy.
My
Shout out
dad was
to-
drinking Yellowstone
dad.
bourbon or whiskey when I was up in Michigan. You guys see this stuff? Honestly, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Hey, that Mezcal bar, there's a grand opening tomorrow night. Ben Stratman and I are going.
Oh, thanks for the afterthought invite, man.
He texted me because I can just walk over. You want to come?
I'll skateboard over.
Free bites, free drinks. Dave, swing through.
I can't. We're actually doing a bourbon launch at the Saloon. We're launching the Dick Reserve.
It's good.
Oh, I can't miss that.
No.
Okay, I'm going to have to cancel on Ben.
Don't we have one called
Single barrel.
Knob Freak?
No, it's Knob Leak.
What are y'all doing?
Comedy for a show that we're
Mhm.
doing.
You should come through.
Not
dog.
good, but we're doing it.
Maybe can I get an actual invite instead of oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Saturday I did something no one's doing.
Can we call that an "oh, dude" from now on?
Yeah, like
the
it's a shitty
pity
invite.
It's a pity invite. It's like, oh, awkward if
Oh,
I
dude,
don't.
you should come to this.
You
It's
hit
a
him with
coffee
the,
shop
"Oh,
during the
dude."
day. I had tried their breakfast tacos.
Yeah, I heard.
Vegan, by the way.
Oh, cool. That totally is a selling point for me.
It is Meatless Monday.
They have tacos that have like bacon and egg. So I was like, what do you guys use in place of bacon?
Impossible.
And she was like, oh, the egg is just egg. I was like, I don't know what that means. She's like, yeah, that's the brand of the. I was like, I still like, what is the actual?
It seems like a
substance?
deceptive trade.
She didn't have an
practice.
answer for me.
Yeah, I have dabbled in vegetarianism. I'm actually kind of pro-vegetarianism. I like it. I like how I feel on it. I enjoy it, but I do enjoy eating meat as well. So
It's the ridicule that we would give you.
yeah, and like to be honest, I do have a lot of vegetarian meals these days, but I don't like going to places that are intentionally vegetarian or vegan or anything like that because I still like having the option to eat some meat.
I hear you, man.
Saturday, I went out to Micah's. You guys hear about this mortgage Micah guy? I went out to Micah's house in the Dripping Springs. Had an absolute blast. Micah grilled some tacos for me, and they were an absolute delight. We went steak tacos. He grilled some onions, grilled some vegetables to toss up on there. Just a really, really good situation. And then on Sunday, I did something I didn't expect to do last night, and I played 15 holes of golf. I've never done a Sunday evening round of golf before.
Traditionally, there are 18 holes total.
Yeah.
Famously.
Lions famously closes their doors 15 minutes after sunset, and so I had to get off the course. But it was kind of an impromptu little session. I kind of like the Sunday evening golf move. Yeah, I did start with a triple. The Will's slow starts are continuing. Not happy about it.
Where'd you put your tee shot?
Under
pull
the
it?
trees. Yeah, I pulled it. David.
It's a tough opening hole.
To be honest, I had a really good recovery shot over the trees and under the back of the green, and I chunked 3 straight chips. Not sure how that's
What happened to
possible.
putting Will?
It wasn't a putting scenario, unfortunately. I was kind of,
That's not the putting Will I know.
yeah, no, it was brutal.
He'll puff
So-
from anywhere.
I did not watch any House of Dragons. House of Dragon. Houses of Dragons or House of Dragon.
This Damon guy,
He's bad news.
The one
man.
from
I
Shark
fucking-
Tank?
he's in the Crown, right?
He's got like a.
His face.
He's bad dude, man. He just wants to kill.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy. Prince Philip, dude. Hardcore.
He's the one who just died, right?
Yeah.
In real life.
Well, I have a theory he died 5 years ago, and they've just been shuttling his cadaver around for a while. But yes, he is officially dead.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
he
that's a
looked pretty
lot of
rough.
work.
He looked pretty rough in the back of those vehicles he was being driven around.
I watched the Princess Diana
near death.
documentary on Netflix or on HBO, which I'm sure Alyssa has watched already.
I think I watched that one with
It's
her.
fucking depressing. Shout out to the paparazzi for killing her, and also the royal family for also killing her.
Anybody else?
Hard to say. Hear about our friends over at Chime? I always wonder. I look at my wallet sometimes, and I'm like, man, are my credit cards doing enough for me? These little pieces of plastic, are they doing it for me enough? And then I think to myself, I'm not sure if they are. But with the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card, you can start building credit with everyday purchases and on-time payments. That's the magic of Credit Builder. You can increase your credit history with no annual fees or interest. And having a higher credit score can mean getting better car loan rates or renting apartments easier or just bragging rights around the dinner table. And I love that they include that. I knew that establishing my credit early on in life was just paramount to me flexing at group dinners in my 30s. And now I can do that because my credit is absolutely through the roof because I started early. If you're out there and you have bad credit, if you have credit that's just not up to snuff, or if you haven't established any credit at all, look at our friends at Chime. Continue your credit journey with Chime. Sign up takes only 2 minutes and it doesn't affect your credit score. Get started at chime.com/steam. That's chime.com/steam. The Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card is issued by Stride Bank NA pursuant to a license from Visa USA. Chime banking or checking account and $200 qualifying direct deposit required to apply for the secured Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card. Regular on-time payment history can have a positive impact on your credit score, and the impact to score may vary, and some users' scores may not improve. But again,
Yeah, Dylan.
head over to chime.com/steam. Make it happen. Every once in a while, the perfect story comes up on the timeline.
I'm okay.
Did you swallow
Wrong
something
pipe.
incorrectly?
I was making a credit joke and then I just choked.
I bet Dylan's credit's trash, dude. What's your score?
781. I'm recovering from the hit I took recently.
Imagine discussing that publicly. It
Really?
could not be me.
Your credit app tells you that it rebounds from your workout this morning and tells you what your credit score is?
Oh my gosh. Can we just get to the fucking story?
I was near death,
Okay.
but my miracle cure was Guinness with raw eggs.
This is
So
so
this is season
stupid.
2 of The Wire. That's the breakfast of the dock workers.
Is it really?
Just slonks with beer.
A retired pub landlady and former nurse in England credits her mixture of ingredients for keeping her alive, including the time she was hours away from the afterlife. Maggie Ives, 78, was a resident of a sheltered living facility in Malvern, Worcester.
Hold on. She's only 78?
Yeah, you're not even that old, lady.
Calm down,
Also,
lady.
do they need to say what's a sheltered living facility versus an unsheltered
Yeah,
one?
all this Guinness is probably shortening your lifespan at this
Bunch of
point.
old people standing in a field.
Yeah, that would be a bad retirement community. That's one that I would not want
Yeah.
to live in.
We were all getting hypothermia from the rain.
Where is this in England?
Yeah. She said, I
That
can't even
drink-
tell you what hospital I was in. Damn, she must have been down bad. All I can tell you is there was 22 weeks. I kept coming and going, slipping in and out of consciousness. She had chronic kidney pain and cardiovascular stuff. But now, guess what? She's just slamming slonks and putting down pints with the lads.
Slamming slonks.
Yeah, for those out there who don't know what a slonker is, it's a raw egg. Have you guys ever drank a raw egg before?
Yes. For
No.
some reason at high school, that was occasionally a thing people did at parties. Just crack one in a beer and chug the beer.
Wow,
Have you ever-
Y'all are fucking crazy.
Have you ever done one to cure a hangover?
No.
You can do an egg. I don't know how to say the next word I'm going to say, so I'm going to rush through it and hope that no one notices that I don't know how to say it. So you do an egg, and then you do Worcestershire sauce,
Worcestershire.
and
Worcestershire.
then you do some
Worcestershire.
cracked black pepper, and you just drink that slonker on down. I did it one time, and I
That's-
think it did help.
I feel like it's gonna that would make me vomit. I think.
I think
Did you just describe a Bloody Mary?
no, because there's nothing else in it besides a slonk.
Bloody
None
Mary.
of those things are in a Bloody Mary.
Pepper?
Okay, that's it.
Worcestershire
Worcestershire?
Okay.
or Chestershire.
Not an egg.
Worcester.
Famously.
Sure.
Well, what stopped
There's
you
no
from having
vodka
one
in
cracked
there.
in
What
there?
are you talking about, dog? Vodka's a main
Maybe it's just a
ingredient.
Mary.
No tomato sauce, no vodka. Fuck out of here, dude.
Zing zang.
Tomato sauce. Dylan's making his
Tomato
Bloody
juice.
Marys with ragu.
Tomato juice.
He picked up some Rouse marinara.
Dylan's mood just turned. Like,
Alyssa gets
change
mad.
the subject.
Alyssa gets mad when after I pour the spaghetti sauce into the pan. There's always some left over on the rim, and I lick it.
That's fine.
I love
Dude,
pasta sauce.
that's fine, dude. I'm not going to shame you.
I make mine from scratch. I don't do canned sauce.
Yeah, I had your scampi.
I learned it my time back in the old country.
You did.
You guys watch The Bear yet?
No, I'm probably not going to, man.
You probably should,
Why?
because it's one of the most hyped television shows I've seen in a really long
Is it
time.
lit?
It backed up. It backed it up.
It is
lit?
on my
Answer
list.
question.
Please watch it.
There's 3 shows that I was dialed to watch. The
Okay.
Rehearsal, which I
Okay.
have one more left. The Bear and The Old Man. And I said, I don't know what any of these are about. This is 2 weeks ago.
I
But I'm
gave
going to
up.
watch all 3.
I gave up on the old man.
You were so high on The Old Man.
It
You were
started-
so high on
Did
it.
it hit
first
too close to
episode
home?
is like, this is gonna be the best show I've ever seen in my life, and then it gets too convoluted, and then well, they ain't even fucking talking.
Not
about it. It's
enough
hard to follow.
explosions.
The action slows down. It's just they wrote episode 1 and they knew they crushed it.
The
It's
night
like,
of symptom.
It's like now what the
or
fuck?
syndrome.
Exactly. It's like the night of.
Sometimes the symptom is the syndrome.
The Bear gets. The Bear maintains their high level of everything.
All right. They're just back there cooking up shit in the kitchen. What's going on?
That's facts.
All right.
Are they whipping up a scampi for the boys?
No, they just do slonkers. It's a slonk show.
Not really a lot of prep in the slonks. It's just raw eggs.
Yep. It's easy.
If you're going to do a raw egg, doing it with a Guinness is probably a great move.
Well, this is kind of just like breakfast, because a Guinness is the closest beer you have to coffee.
It's got a lot of flavonoids.
Yeah. And then the eggs are just obviously breakfast food. I think it's
78.
legit.
Look, call me when you're 108.
Well, it's because she had some kind of other issue, Dylan. Like, can you be a little sensitive to our girls? Like,
What's her other issue?
She said she apparently had I don't know.
Wait, Dave, you see the paragraph about the scampi? Did we talk about that already?
She didn't say.
I don't know
From the
what-
article.
I don't know what that
No,
is.
can I read it, Dylan?
I found it.
You have to read an old woman voice then.
I can't fault the staff here from the laundry lady to the cleaners and from the carers to the management. What's her name? Evis said, whatever food I want, I order. If I want scampi every day, I have scampi every day. She added.
I like that you're calling it scampi now.
It is scampi. That's
I
how people
crushed
say it.
that.
That's how they say it at the home lady.
Did I not crush that?
You did.
Back in the old country.
Good
that's
for
what we used-
her.
that's
Hey,
what we
somebody
used to
get this
call
old
it.
broad some fucking scampi.
What doctors are like,
Scampi.
yeah,
I want scampi.
what is there going to be a doctor that steps in and says like, well, this
Look, you're flirting with disaster here, lady. You might want to chill out on the scampi and the.
if you're her
Slonks.
doctor, are you annoyed? Are you sitting there reading this article and you're just like, what's okay, Elaine or whatever your name
It's
is?
like-
What's your fucking
It's
problem?
like I told you to stop drinking so much beer.
This is not
name's
medical
like
advice.
You've got to stop.
Her name's
drinking
not
so much
Elaine.
beer.
It's Maggie.
Maggie. She said,
Whatever food I want, I order.
Wake up, Maggie. I think I got some slonkers to serve to you.
If I want scampi.
It's late
Gosh darn it.
September, and we got a bunch of Guinness that we're
Dag nabbit, I'm gonna eat
Drinking
my
too.
scampi.
So now hold on. This old lady has gone from a nice old English lady to whatever you were just doing. It kind of sounded like
That's my old bag of bones voice.
sound like a bag of bones in like the Midwest.
yeah.
She said, when I made it through the night, I asked the staff if I could try an old recipe of mine. And recipe, I will say, she is using very loosely here. When I used to feel rough years ago, I'm a great believer in raw eggs and Guinness. I swear by it, she said. You don't even taste the eggs at all. You just swallow them down. I've been doing that for quite a long time.
Okay.
right.
Oh,
Chill
yeah,
out. Okay,
yeah.
now we're talking.
Take
Let's
it easy,
go,
Maggie.
Maggie.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Not that different than an oyster. Texture-wise, it's a texture play.
It's not.
No, it's the oyster of the chicken.
Fucking
Some guy
love
died
oysters.
from oysters
I
in
love
Florida. Did you
oysters.
see that story? We should probably talk about that.
Why did he
Mercury
die?
poisoning?
I don't like talking about people that die.
Okay, it's fair. We like talking about people who don't die.
Yeah.
Because they eat slonks
Yeah.
and beer.
Wait. Mercury poisoning?
I don't know. I didn't read it.
Oh.
I think it was a bacteria.
Dude,
which
you
is
know,
scary.
your boy loves raw oysters.
They're fine.
No, they're perfect.
Dude, they're fine.
No, I love them.
No, they're okay.
The Florida Department of Health says 26 people in the state this year have become infected with the bacteria, and 6 of them have died eating raw shellfish, including oysters. In 2021, 10 people died out of 34 people sickened. Sheesh.
I'm a little worried that I'm developing some sort of allergy. You want me to elaborate?
Sure.
I've had a really itchy core lately.
Itchy core.
Itchy core. No, I got that itchy core.
Like the outs, like the skin, your
Yes.
epidermis.
Yes, I have no signs of anything on my actual skin that shows that I should be itching. But I have had a very itchy core for the last 6 days.
I don't want to get into your private life, but are you moisturizing properly?
So, Dave, I went to the dermatologist, not for this reason, for just to get my skin checked, which everybody should be doing. Do you guys have a dermatology appointment on the books at any point?
No.
I do, but it's
Please
to
go
make
do
my
that.
hair grow back.
Oh, that works. So, luckily it fell over the time when I began itching, and she told me, she's like, I don't know.
Thanks.
She gave me some lotion to put on, and I have to say she didn't tell me how aggressive this lotion how aggressively it would make my body feel numb.
What's the ingredient?
I've become so numb.
That's
that's me.
That's Will's skin.
That's me after I've applied her lotion.
Live look at Will's epidermis.
So yeah, she said I might be developing an allergy to something. It's scaring me. What if I'm allergic to scampi?
I'm worried about you, man. Did you have scampi recently?
I don't know.
You were very close to me when I had my scampi.
I'm wondering what the scamping circumstances are.
I had some good scampi when I was in Capri. I remember. So good.
This is a PSA to anyone out there that might become friends with Dylan
I
at some
paired it
point
with a
in their
nice
lives.
Barolo.
If you ever want to see the most insufferable version
A
of
what?
Dylan, go to Olive Garden with him, where he will talk about his trip to Italy for the entire time.
It's a great bit.
Everyone loved it.
Our waiter really enjoyed it
You did.
as he's spilling Will's drink on him.
Yeah,
Not all of it,
He
but
only
some
dribbled a
of it.
little water on me.
It was,
That's
but it was
fine.
weird.
Just a little.
It was enough to where he should have addressed it, but I don't think he did.
You had 7 breadsticks.
No.
I counted.
The final count, I actually had a tweet queued up that I deleted because I was like, this is dumb.
You're gonna go for my Jason's Deli
I was gonna say,
hard-boiled egg
I was gonna say,
record?
because I did, as one does, I did endless breadsticks, salad,
soup.
and soup. And I was gonna put my count for everything, and I had bowls of soup 2, plates of salad 1, breadsticks, and I was gonna do 3.333 repeating, and I was just gonna do all the threes until I had no characters left on my tweet. I don't know why I found that entertaining, but I holstered the tweet. It was not a good tweet.
I don't want to embarrass
Tweet
anybody.
That would have stunk, man.
Somebody in here didn't know the soup is the perfect food quote was a Bill Simmons, and they've been thinking it was just a Will original the entire time. It's
How'd
funny.
you think that I thought soup was the perfect food?
I remembered it was Bill Simmons right after it was brought up. I wasn't like sitting on that one, like, oh, Will has this crazy take.
I think there are
Dude, you
some soups
texted
out
me
there
on
that
the
you
side.
could make a case that they might be close to a perfect food,
No.
but it's
soup.
Italian wedding?
The best soup is still mid.
Italian. My dad makes some amazing Italian wedding soup.
Tortilla soup.
My dad also makes a very good leek soup. He leaking.
Oh, she leaking.
Ooh, that's at Knob Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a callback. You want me to explain it? I don't know.
What time's the bourbon
So this woman's
launch party
alive.
at the Dick's Saloon?
Oh,
Think Maggie will be
it's at
there?
high noon, cowboy.
Do we have Guinness and eggs for her?
Right in the middle of the town square.
We're not having.
Austin doesn't have a town square.
Why wouldn't we have it at
We're
the
doing
Dick's
it.
Saloon?
We're doing it in green.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's fitting.
Yeah, we're gonna go down to the grist mill.
Chris Mill.
Yeah. We're opening up a new place down there. It's called the grist mill.
Oh, really? What happens there?
We just slonkers all day, serving them up, uncooked to your liking.
Okay. I'll stop by, man.
Yep. We're we're launching a sister bourbon. It's called Wood Reserve.
Really?
It's complimentary, cowboy.
Okay.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Just order one stiff Wood Reserve.
It's the only way we serve it.
Okay.
Shout out to this lady for living.
Yeah. I got bad news for Maggie. Living past 78, not that impressive.
She's got some crazy hair.
People do this all the time.
Yeah. Why she get a story about her?
Yeah.
The New York Post,
You go
sometimes
track
you
down-
wonder if they're struggling for content.
You go
'cause-
track down any 78-year-old anywhere, and they've got something worth sharing, probably. Like,
Yeah. If I talk to my mom's not 78. She's like 73. Like, if I talk to her and was like, what's your key to living? She'd be like, I don't know, walking.
yeah,
Dude.
Like, oh, that makes
No,
sense.
I think her key is just dropping fire on the gram.
Yeah. No, be careful, Dave.
What?
I don't know.
No,
I
she
just
posted
don't
some-
want people following my mom.
Oh, she posted some good tips. That's all.
Please don't follow anything. Please don't follow my immediate family. She does react to every single story though. Do you guys
She's a
get that
real one.
treatment? She reacts to everything.
She's a real one
She
for
loves
that.
it. Yeah, she loves it.
Hey guys, if I could pop back in, I've got one more. We've got a brother bourbon we're launching. It's called Jack Daniel.
Really?
Our lawyers are dealing with some IP issues.
Yeah, I would think that'd be problematic.
Yeah.
Jack Daniel, he says.
You get it?
Mm-hmm. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Shouts to Daniel, though. But now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. Life throws you curveballs. Sometimes you have trouble knocking them out of the park. Sometimes you might whiff on them. Other times you might foul one off, might punt and get it a little later. Mixing sports analogies here. But you get what I'm saying. Life is full of twists and turns. It's important to show up for yourself through it all. BetterHelp Online Therapy will assess your needs and can match you with your own licensed professional therapist in less than 48 hours. Therapy in general, I've dabbled. I'm not afraid to say it. It's helped me so much that I actually stand therapy.
I do too.
Stand is what the kids say when they support something vehemently.
Sure.
You familiar with this?
Yeah.
It comes from the Eminem song "Stan."
Great.
Get your mind right.
Yeah.
You know? Go
Yeah.
check in.
Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of getting someone to bounce some stuff off of.
Nah.
This isn't a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional therapy done securely online, available to people worldwide. So you can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist, and you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. Getting therapy every week is as easy as a few clicks on your laptop or phone. It can take a few tries to find the right fit for you, but BetterHelp makes it easy and free, more importantly, to change therapists if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline therapy, which can get very expensive, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp is the best way to invest in yourself. They post new reviews on their website every single day. I mean, you can click on and just see it all. Andrew's been amazing, it says. Very consistent with contact between sessions, always detailed during conversations. The perfect fit. Another person said he's very helpful in establishing a comfortable and safe place to learn how to effectively communicate things. Someone even said Andrea listens and is kind. She offers solid exercises on understanding boundaries. Complete the homework and do the work. Your sessions with Andrea will prove helpful. Don't just take it from me. You can take it from all these people. And there are so many people that have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states. So yeah, business is booming. They have a special offer for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/circling. That's 10% off of your first month of online therapy at BetterHelp, HELP.com/circling. Frats gone rogue. Frats gone rogue.
Oh, is this the frat minute?
Frats gone
Dylan.
rogue.
Dylan, go ahead. Drop this
This
one
is
in the
the
group.
frat minute. This is
This
like,
one's UFG.
if I would have dropped this into the writers group, the TFN writers group in like 2014, people would just be jumping on it left and right,
You know what the
fighting each other over.
Do you know what my favorite move was in the writers groups? Was finding a story and tagging the specific writer and being like, dude, you're gonna knock this
Perfect
out
for
the park.
you.
Do it.
And if
And
they
then
got wow, right?
This has blah 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 written all over it.
yeah,
And then that
Like, dude,
person's
you're gonna
like,
crush this.
I'm pretty busy. I can't get to this for like another 4 days. You're like,
Cool.
all right, well,
okay, well, somebody
Cool.
else do it.
I
Yeah.
will.
Why don't you quit your job instead of just
Yeah.
write $25 articles?
We'll have
Yeah,
Chugs
dude,
do
you're
it
about to
instead.
get paid $25 for this
Yeah.
article.
Yeah.
And if it pops off, maybe we'll give you a little more.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Anyway, there's some frat news. If you guys want to hear about it.
What's your frat news?
Yeah,
Dylan?
what?
Oh wow. It turns out that some fraternities at USC. This is Southern Cal or is it South Carolina, Dave? Southern Cal. It's Los Angeles. Okay, I see it.
Sounds like you've read it.
They have disaffiliated from USC.
What? Is this to protest Lincoln Riley?
They're on their bad boy shit. They're going rogue. They
8.
form their new council, David.
So it's a rebellion.
Mm-hmm.
Just what people really want to hear. Like the aggrieved fraternity is just rebelling. Their ox is getting gored. So you know what? We got to come together in some sense. My favorite line from this, if I had to choose, it's a paragraph, really, not a line, but it says from the LA Times, rap and house music blasted from speakers. The guy shot hoops and lobbed a volleyball in a sandpit. And on the sidewalk, prospective and current fraternity members traded notes. This one had free burritos, one said to 2 young men next to him.
Just guys being dudes right there.
That is a vibe.
Yeah.
Just-
Burritos? Yeah, send me up. Volleyball, hoops, and burritos. That's the trifecta, man.
The biggest mail-in was just ordering pizzas for Rush.
I don't remember like food being available.
Some
Although
do.
I did skip Rush famously to go duff hunting.
Yeah, that's right.
How many did you kill? You max out?
I always maxed out, dog.
So like when you disaffiliate, you can't use the school anymore. You can't talk about being a part of the school. You can't use the logos and stuff. So
Does that affect anybody?
I don't know.
Oh no.
But I will say that
like if there was one that was not affiliated with the school but still like supported by the actual fraternity, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. That sounds great.
it does sound a lot sketchier.
Yeah.
There was Teak was famously not on campus.
Well, they
or
say if
on
you can't go Greek.
That's right. Shout out to Teak. I have a few friends from Teak. They were some good dudes. But
Dude.
fuck Pike though.
Yeah, they're bottom tier.
Fuck. No, Pike wasn't even there. Their house was haunted too.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Haunted as
That
fuck.
shit was crazy.
Spooky season.
We
Probably
should
got
we should do
demolished.
a,
It
a
burned down.
spooky season.
We need a frat
documentary.
episode. We need a frat episode of spooky season.
This house.
I can make
will-
that happen. A concept.
This house would have rocked your shit.
Your fucking shit would have been rocked.
Your
is what
shit
he's
like
saying.
completely rocked.
I don't think you.
It was an
think
abandoned.
you
It
understand.
was abandoned.
Dude, I can only react so much when I have no clue what's
I've
going on.
abandoned my house. I've
they-
abandoned the lodge.
Did they flatten that at some point?
It burned.
Oh, that's right. Apparently, there were some pledges inside too.
No,
And
it
they're
was,
still-
it wasn't.
Their
It was-
spirits still
there
live
was some people
within.
who were
So what? The pledges
battling
were smoking
homelessness.
weed inside of this place. Why is this such a big deal?
No, so apparently, this house was built on top of an old. What was it, Dave? I think there was like a morgue in the basement or some shit like that, like straight up.
straight up dead bodies.
And so the house was abandoned, like it was shut down because it was too dangerous. Like the floors were caving in and shit. So there's just like this old abandoned, like plantation style house with like a morgue in the basement, basically, like right outside of town in San Marcos. And I guess it burned. Not
talking
like that.
Oh, like burned down.
Yeah.
Damn. Did you guys have any of those? Like, there was a place on this back road in Michigan that we drive by, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's where they keep the bodies during the wintertime when it's the ground is too hard to bury them." I'm pretty sure that's not what this thing was, but like every time we drove by, it was like, "Oh,
I thought
fuck."
they just weekend at Bernie's. People.
Remember that place outside of town here that they take bodies,
Cadavers.
cadavers,
Good word.
Is a good word.
And they it's like a decomposition study that they do. They'll have these bodies like sitting out on the ground, like in cages and shit.
Are you an organ donor?
Yeah.
In his 20s.
Yeah. Stop, David.
David. Are you an organ donor, David?
I don't know. I should know that.
I
think
apologize to whoever gets my organs. I
Once
haven't been
I'm dead,
taking
what do I
that great
care?
of.
What do I
What?
care? Take all my shit.
Man, I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you what I told my wife. I ain't drinking anymore, but I ain't drinking any less.
I don't know how that applies here. But that's
Yeah,
cool.
they're organ failure, things of that nature.
Oh, organ failure. Right. We're talking about donor.
Oh, correct. Sorry.
I think Oregon's biggest failure was losing out on some recruits this season.
Wow.
An organ, the spookiest instrument there is, by the way. An organ.
Were you just doing the daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yeah.
I was playing an invisible
Yep.
organ.
Dylan watched Freddie Got Fingered for the first time this weekend. What'd you think of it?
That's not true.
What'd you think of Rip Torn's performance?
Don't
Rip
know who that is.
Torn. I remember thinking I feel like they can get away with a lot more bad hazing if they're not affiliated with the school. And I think that's why I was always kind of
Yeah, I'd probably be less inclined to sign up as a pledge.
I
you
think I'm
guys
gonna
are
go
so
pledge.
fucked.
Okay, Jeed.
You guys are so fucked.
I'm gonna go pledge.
Jeed, dude. Like GDI.
Dude, being a G's is actually tight because you can go to any fraternity party you want, so you're essentially in every frat.
Nah, you're a GDI, dog.
Yeah, it's facts. That is big facts. Hey, speaking of GDI shit, you guys want to hear about this new candle from Chipotle?
Yeah.
Is this a new addition to the rundown?
Dude, fuck these people. Fuck Chipotle.
Wow. What
Oh,
do they do, dog?
Are they doing a scary?
Nah, they're doing a candle that's for. See, they're kind of. I almost feel like they're fucking with Ross at this point, because they're doing a candle that's a water cup candle. That's I think it smells like lemonade, and so they're kind of doing a little hat tip to the people who put lemonade in their water cup.
Oh,
Do you think next, they're gonna have a lighter that you light up on, and it's just the napkins that are stolen?
that would be a direct attack at Ross Bowen.
Did they ever cut the check?
I don't think so. I don't think.
That shirt with the burrito was dope.
I've always thought that if you're trying to get money from a company, you shouldn't encourage that people steal things from the company
You shouldn't
in order
harass
to
them?
get the bag.
You don't
from them.
understand guerrilla warfare.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a case that maybe if you steal enough from the company that they will finally say, we have to stop the bleeding in some way. But I just don't know if napkins are the way to go from Chipotle.
It was podcast terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah. What's Randy Gillen about? Speaking of the mic, Randall.
Just the whole Chipotle situation. They were stealing Tabasco bottles too.
Dude,
We don't condone that.
I don't condone that. I don't know. That green Tabasco does go kind of dummy hard, though.
Oh, don't want Chipotle. No, I can't. I got to record later.
That's the issue.
I got nachos in the fridge. You can have one.
I'm all right. I don't need your handout.
Dude, I saw this video the other day. They actually interviewed the guy who came up with the nachos joke. Have you seen this?
No, I saw that.
Dude, crazy. How'd
I
they
know.
locate that one dude?
He was like, it's nacho cheese. Shout out to our good friend DJ Bean of the Brunch Podcast.
Is he up for an Oscar for that yet?
Dude, he absolutely crushed it.
DJ is really getting out there. Love it.
You seen this The Bear Show?
No.
Da Bear.
What's up with this candle?
I don't know. I'm gonna fucking fight someone over Chipotle if they keep releasing candles.
You can't just get mad at every company
What if
that
they
drops
cut
a
the check?
candle.
What if
I
they cut
know.
the check, though?
To me, I don't
Yeah.
know why Chipotle would go through me in order to do a candle deal unless they I don't think they need to license anything.
I would be in trouble if we had a Chipotle sponsorship.
Yeah.
I do like Chipotle. I don't like how it makes me feel. Even when I try to avoid the things that I think are making me feel bad, there's nothing I can do.
It's the beans, dude.
I think it's just salt and beans. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm starting a restaurant that just serves stuff that makes me feel good. And Chipotle is not that. And at this restaurant, we're going to have two things. We're going to have a refrigerator where we store our slonkers,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to have one beer tap that has just Guinness on tap.
Yeah, I completely understand wanting to have a nice stout Guinness with my Chipotle or whatever the Chipotle.
You can live past 78 years old.
No one has ever lived past 80 eating only Chipotle.
I would eat Chipotle more if the parking lot at our Chipotle down the street from us didn't absolutely suck.
It's a bad parking lot. It's a real problem we have on Lamar in general.
You got these construction workers who pull in their badass trucks and they take up all the room and you can't pull in.
There are a lot of badass trucks in that lot.
Dude, it's that, and that parking lot is not built for badass trucks.
That's something people don't realize when they move to Austin. Like, because every other house on your block is under construction, people are wanting to flip and get in on this. There are so many just like big dog trucks. Like, there's like multiple F-250s on my street right now.
Dude, when I bought my car down here,
It's
when I
frat.
moved to Texas, I had to buy a car and
Bid.
I went to the dealership and the guy goes, "All right, what kind of truck we setting you up with?" And I was like, "I am not getting a truck, sir. I know I'm a dude."
Wait, where was this?
And I know at CarMax.
He gave you one look over. This is a truck guy.
I was like, dude, I'm not getting a truck. Where's your Ford Fusion section? Where's your used Ford Fusions? Because I'll take one single crumb of those, sir.
Did you think just every male in Texas drove a truck at that point?
Yes. No. Well, I already thought that. And then when I walked in, he goes, "All right, what kind of truck we setting you up with?" I was like, "Not."
you rolled out in a Fuge, man.
Yeah.
This is pre-beard Will, too.
He was
Totally blew his mind.
He was devastated when he saw me, when he saw my eyes turn over to the marooned 2005 Ford Fusion. He did have a 2013 Ford Fusion that was ripe for the taking, but given my financial situation, I wasn't sure what to do. So I went with the 2005, the vintage model.
You were sick with that car, though.
Dude, that thing was so sick. The turn radius on that made it really hard to do U-turns in legal U-turn scenarios.
You used to ghost ride that bitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got those subs installed in the back, though.
Yeah.
215s, that's aggressive for
When
a
you put
Fusion.
those spinners on it, I was like, that doesn't seem like a good investment.
I know.
But when I saw like the finished product, I got it.
He was dripping candy paint all over the lot. I remember that.
Yeah, the landlord had to say something like, dude, people are slipping.
He was like, most people wait till the paint dries before they leave the paint shop, but not
That's
Will.
the thing. It just never dried.
That's facts. My whip is so clean.
Yeah. You kept it real clean.
I was
man.
bored yesterday. I thought about getting a car wash. Then I looked at the old forecast. Big weather out there.
It ain't the week for it, man.
I was like, man,
if you're a car wash, you just shut down for the week when it's like this. What happens?
I don't know. I don't think staying open is worth it.
You've got like the vacuums. People can clean out the inside if like their kid puked or some shit. Kids puke.
In
You know
case
that.
kids puke,
You
stay
can't
open.
vacuum up the puke though. Can you?
Nah, you
No.
scoop that out. It's a scoop sitch.
You ever puked in an Uber? I haven't.
No, I haven't thrown up since high school.
At all?
Yeah.
Like not. I'm not talking drinking. Like you haven't gotten sick. You haven't gotten food poisoning. You haven't eaten a sweet green.
Dude, my stomach is just built diffy.
I don't think I've gotten enough credit from you lately for having a stomach that is actually enduring.
You're doing great, man.
I used to complain about it all the time, and I've stopped, and you haven't given me credit where credit's due.
Remember that time we both picked up food from Fressa's and you got a tummy ache and I was just dunking on you on the TL because I was like totally healthy?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it happened.
I don't remember this.
Dude, I was just dunking all over your shit.
You remember the time that we tried to go to Fressa's for lunch and then the wait was like 30 minutes and it was hot. and
Outdoor only.
People were complaining about their food, so we just left.
If you're a restaurant, don't let people rent out the inside when it's 100 degrees outside. Really isolate the rest of your customers.
I'd like to know more about who was having a private event on that Monday.
It's unnecessary. That wasn't a Monday.
What was it?
I don't know.
Hey, sorry. Today is, if you can't tell.
I got a case of it. Oh my God. How was everyone's Sunday scary as last night?
Oh, I needed a Chipotle candle. I'm sorry.
It's Chipotle sounding better and better. And I'm a little worried that this segment came at the wrong time because now I feel like I'm just going to leave the studio and
I'm
go
gonna
straight
go
to the lay.
I'm going to Papalote. I'm going to get tacos.
I'll go get tacos.
I have
don't give a
nachos in
fuck.
the fridge, man.
Are they yours?
Dude, we got to end on that.
Dude,
That's a
hat
high.
tip DJ.
Yeah, we got to
It's
end on
crazy.
that. Yeah, that was fun, man.
Shut up.
Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys on Tuesday.
Thank you, Jack.
Bye.
For Daniel.